Hi, I'm Gary Kopp, your Washington Township trustee. I want to talk to you today about what happened at the March 6th Board of Trustee meeting, specifically the discussion and vote about the proposed Parks and Rec budget. The discussion revolved around the request by Parks and Rec for the Washington Board of Trustees to approve their proposed budget for 2024-2025, which was already overdue by a month. So what happened? The director presented her budget, which stated the following facts. $45,000 to Romeo Schools to rent their pool, which we already support through our school taxes. $12,000 expense for using a credit card. $3 million held in a checking account instead of an interest-bearing account, thus losing $150,000 a year in interest, and is also unsecured. The Parks and Rec treasurer, who resigned, stated in her resignation letter, the credit card they use is in the director's personal name. Program money is logged into a software program called RecPro, then documented in the general ledger as revenue. It is reported that the auditors do not review this process. 4 staff members had authority to deposit and withdraw money using online banking. Also in her resignation letter, she identified some serious financial control issues. There are too many to review in this short video, but suffice it to say that she proposed a forensic audit be performed. The financial audit performed by Plant Moran, their current auditor, is not designed to identify collusion, forgery, intentional omissions, misrepresentation, or the override of control. The budget assumption was that the current .73380 millage amount would be approved by the voters and rolled up to the .75 mils. Your assessed home value went up by 5% this year if you looked at your tax bill. So the assessment increase combined with the millage roll-up is a 7.3% increase in your Parks and Rec millage tax. The total available millage funding from both Bruce and Washington would be about $2 million. The programs for the year are pass-through, meaning that the revenue would equal the expense. Therefore, the $2 million from the millage would be used to cover administrative and operational costs. The director stated that 70% of the $2 million was needed to cover expenses, leaving 30%, or about $600,000 in excess funds. Over $3 million has been added to the $4 million fund balance over the last 5 years. This chart shows the month-end balance in the Parks and Rec checking account starting in June 2019 and ending in January of 2024. The peaks are the deposits of the millage money, and the valleys are the annual spend. Note that the account starts at about $1 million in June of 2019 and is at about $3.5 million in January of 2024. Why are they collecting so much money? Maybe the millage rate is too high. They proposed a 10% raise for all full-time employees along with a 40% raise for the accountant. Keep in mind that the director is employed by a negotiated contract, but gave herself a 10% raise anyway. Compare this to the Washington Township Board approval of their clerical union employees' contracts, giving them a 2% raise for the next 2 years. Parks and Rec was asking for a 5 times higher increase than what was given to the township folks. The accountant at Parks and Rec, if approved, would be making more money than a level 2 degreed accountant working for the township. So how was the raise in the salary justified? Well, they did their own survey and reported their own results. This should have been done by a third party, not by the benefactors of the results of the study. So what happened about the budget approval? Well, the treasurer made the motion to approve the proposed budget and did not include the forensic audit. The township treasurer, clerk, supervisor, and one of the trustees voted to approve it, while 3 of us, myself, and trustees Detkowski and Olson, once again voted to represent the financial interests of the residents. The budget was approved without an audit, 4-3 votes. Ronald Reagan said, "Trust but verify." I guess that was only for the other Washington. In August, there will be a millage increase request on the ballot. With the increase in assessed value, the tax increase to each home in Washington will be about 7.3%. Don't let them tell you it's not a tax increase, because it is. Also in August is the primary to elect new Washington Township board members. You may want to consider looking at the voting record of the current board members and decide if they're looking out for the best interest of your millage money or their own political future. 3 of us supported our residents, 4 did not. Please vote accordingly. I'm Gary Kopp, your Washington Township trustee, trying to look out for the Washington residents. Thanks for watching.